realize the Bible's been rewritten and interpreted several times.
It's been interpreted.
So if you have to do, I believe, and I'm a Bible believer, yeah. But I'm not necessarily saying everything that's written in the Bible.
Give me an example of something in the Bible that you don't believe that's written in the Bible.
I can't tell you right now. I'm just saying is there are things I come across that is not consistent with other things, subsequent things or previous things. So what I'm saying with it is that I would question any book you give me that says the Bible.
But you should.
Okay, and likewise. But just because it's written, because a man said it's right here,
okay, but see,
don't mean that it's a God.
That's true.
But I will do consider your support. I'm sorry, I cut you off.
No, you good. Why got a definition of how you were saying dark skinned people?
I said people with melanin in their skin.
Okay.
They don't necessarily they could be brown and light skin, but I'm saying, but there's this notion that everybody with melanin come from Africa. Okay.
And that's not true. And what we have to realize is just because our ancestors were shipped from Africa over here, that doesn't mean we're African. You got to.
But you're saying that I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm saying I don't agree with that assessment that you just said today.
Okay. Let me get that definition.
It's cool, hot one, depending on where you're standing at.
It's the Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary. This is Ham.
Says, because you know they said the Africans are Hamites, and they said we Africans.
That is a interpretation. I've heard that before.
Now,
I'm not saying I agree with it.
Listen. The Africans are Hamites, but so a lot of folks think we are Africans, which means they also would think that we are Hamites also.
Ham, the youngest son of Noah.
Ham was the youngest son of Noah.
Born probably about 96 years before the flood.
He was born before God flooded the earth.
And one of 8 persons to live through the flood.
He was one of the 8 that lived through the flood.
He became the progenitor of the dark races.
So he became the father of the dark races.
Not the Negroes.
Not the Negroes. Because a lot of people think that we are Africans. We teach that the Africans and the people over here, so-called African American black people, are different. And when you look at it, the real Africans who run these stores, who got all these businesses set up, they know that they are different from us.
That I agree with. That statement right there.
For example, I walk in one of these gas stations. I ain't heard this man speak yet, but I can look at it.
They have a different phenotype.
They got different head structure.
Yeah, they do. A different phenotype.
They got high cheekbones.
Right.
They have, you'll very seldom see African who waves in the heat.
Right.
Like a lot of us have.
Right.
So, but we've been taught that we are African. Nobody never questioned.
We agree on that.
Right.
Okay.
I don't believe I used to.
Okay. Me too.
I used to think and then so the first thing they say when you in a slavery debate, especially with white people, some black people too, white people say, don't be mad at us. Y'all sold y'allselves into slavery. Y'all was selling y'all own people. Now they don't know, and we don't realize that those were Hamites, real Africans, selling dark-skinned people, which was of a different nation than themselves, to the white man. They knew who they were selling. Who sells their own people into slavery, making their nation weaker? You wouldn't do that at a high level that they were doing it.
We do it today.
How you say that?
What Black Americans do today? We sell each other every day today. You have entertainers exploit young minds.
Right.
That's selling.
I understand what you're saying right there, but I'm talking about chattel slavery. Shipping them off to a whole nother side of the world.
Not to go on a tangent, but here's what I'm saying is, you see that the fact that we will, I'm not saying me and you, but I'm talking about, yeah, it exists within us to exploit each other. Today, in the United States, we do that every day, all day. You see it in media, you see it in sports, you see it in, they tell you, they get a sports athlete and they say, well, this dude make $20 million. They tell us that. So, how old are you, young man? 20. So you just get out your teens. So I'm his father. And he 15, something like that. And he watching this saying, so-and-so went straight out of high school, made $20 million. So guess what, son? We finna go in the driveway. We finna work on your crossover. So he ends up believing that. Because he saw so-and-so come out of high school, make $20 million. So he's gonna use all his formative years, not developing his mind in terms of science and math and health, literature and philosophy. He's doing this.
Right.
And guess who sold him? Guess who told him to do it?
I understand what you say.
I'm his father. I told him to do it because what? Because when they told us, they gave him $20 million. Now, here's what we miss our logic.
Okay.
You tell me this is a country that hates black folk.
Yeah.
Okay. We don't disagree on that.
Right.
But if I'm gonna flip from being his father, and I'm gonna be a part of the white supremacists now.
Right. I agree.
You saying I'm gonna use this pejorative as a folk. I'm gonna say the N word. Now, I'm gonna say, I'm gonna give this little. I'm gonna use the N word intentionally, no disrespect, but I'm playing it real.
Right. I got it.
I'm gonna give this little nigga who I hate his folk.
Right.
I'm gonna give him $20 million.
Right.
To play basketball.
Right.
When there's a million niggas out there do it for a whole lot less. It violates the laws of supply and demand. But we believe it because why? We see him driving a nice car, living in a nice house, he got a lot of women. But the reality of it is, he doesn't own any of that. And so what I'm saying is, but he's willing to participate in that facade, and he fools him. So rather him working on science, math, he's saying, I say, hey son, work on the science, go to college, get a degree, physics, engineering. I'm rather than doing that, he said, no, them guys, I can just shoot the ball and make $20 million.
Right.
But I sold him out. I did it to him, his own father, or his brother, his uncle.
I agree.
And so what I'm saying is, we do that.
But it's a difference though. I understand what you're saying.
Okay.
But I'm saying.
I didn't mean.
You good. I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, the point I was trying to get to, as far as us thinking that they told us that we were African, so many of us believed it, and then they said that we are the one that we shouldn't blame them because we sold ourselves into slavery.
Well, let me ask you this question right here. You say we are the Hebrew, the true Hebrew.
Right, and I'm gonna tell you why.
We're seed of Abraham. Okay. Who built the pyramids in Egypt? Was it us?
Yes.
Okay. So
why?
We are
the
Egyptian, and we are
no,
the Hebrew.
No.
We are
no.
We are the slavers, and we are the slaves. Which one is it?
The Egyptian and the Hebrews are two different people. Pull that script.
No. What I'm saying, but the point I'm saying is these are all black folk.
No, they dark skinned people.
Okay,
with
all
different
melanated.
blood, different
bloodline.
different lineage.
It's all different. Okay,
Right.
I get
The
your
Chinese and the Japanese, ain't they the same color?
similar phenotype.
But,
So we don't see. Now here's the other thing that throws off with this whole colored stuff. People are not colored; they're just tribes, different bloodlines. This whole thing about color is
I believe
they make us
because
yeah.
the Most High didn't call you black or African American.
Yeah, that term was made up less than 150 years
right.
ago.
He didn't call you that.
It's a
but
status.
But get what he did.
I'm saying that's a construct. That's a status thing.
Okay. But
So there's no black people, white people, yellow people.
no, the Bible don't call white man white. The Bible calls him red.
Okay,
But look, let me get back to where I was
okay,
at.
I'm sorry.
All right.
Forgive me.
You good, bro. You good. So what I'm gonna tell you, okay, bring out that. I'm gonna show you how we Hebrews in Africa. Bring it out when I say when you see losing surprised by the Roman flee to the mountain. Because we were residing in Jerusalem as a nation. But it was a prophecy, what was in the Bible, saying when you see the Romans surround Jerusalem, talking to our people, the Israelites. When you see the Romans surround Israel, he said, flee to the mountain. The mountain was toward the west coast of Africa. We're gonna bring it out.
And when you say we, are you talking about? Because chances are, just looking at you, me and you probably have similar, at the same bloodline somewhere. Okay, we do. Okay,
right.
Same type here. So are you saying when you say we, are you talking about other melanated people, or are you talking about our direct bloodline?
Our direct bloodline.
Okay.
Our ancestors from back then.
Okay, I'm listening. I'm not saying I agree, but
Okay,
I'm
you listen.
listening.
That's all I can have you do.
Okay.
And then go back and do your own research.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, you got it, bro. I see that fine. Because we have to come from that change that mindset that we are. That's one thing.
Well, man, you already agree on that part.
Right. I'm saying most of our people are over here.
Okay.
Because them people don't like us.
Where we disagree is whether or not we're indigenous to the land that's known as Americas.
Okay.
And that's where we might have and again, you might say, well, yeah, we've been here 1,000 years, but before we were here, we were over in. I mean, I probably can take a look at that. But what I'm saying here is that the reason why we're here is not because of slavery when that brought us in.
Okay.
Now, did slavery take place? Yeah, it took place. But that's not how we got here.
Okay. Bring that up.
If slavery came here, we were here before slavery.
Okay. I've heard that.
Okay.
I know that Native American will, but read it.
Book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 15. When ye therefore see the abomination of desolation spoken of by Daniel the prophet, standing in the holy place, then let them which be in Judea flee into the mountains.
Yeah, so when you see that destruction about to come, read it one more time.
When ye therefore see the abomination of desolation spoken by Daniel the prophet,
Destruction about to come, that Daniel spoke of.
stand in the holy place, then let them which be in Judea flee into the mountains.
The ones that are in Judea flee to the mountains. That's the only thing we said, it was to flee into flee Judea into the mountains, which was the west coast of Africa, because the ones that stayed there, they were either going to be killed or they were going to be put into slavery. So then when they flee into the mountains after the prophet told them. But so when Esau white came looking for some slaves, those Africans, those Hamites, rounded up the Israelites and gave them to the white man. And that's how we got shipped over there. Now, it's a reason that we got shipped over there. Because, as you know, those white men went stronger than us. You know, they're not stronger than us. They did have weapons, but there's a reason that the Lord allowed that to happen. Let's get Deuteronomy 28 and 1.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 1. And it shall come to pass,
And it's gonna happen.
if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
Now he said, if thou shalt hearken diligently. This is Moses talking to the Israelites, telling them what happened to them if they listen to the Most High, the blessings that they receive after he came down from Mount Sinai.
And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently to the voice of the Lord thy God,
If you listen to the Lord,
to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
and this is what the Most High said he would do for his chosen people. He said if we follow his commandments, he will set us on high above all nations of the earth. They said we're supposed to be evil, but the Most High said his chosen people, if they do what he say, he's going to put them above all nations. Right? So, but on the flip side, if you do what he said he's going to put you on the top above everybody on the face of the earth. On the flip side, get that 28, 15.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass,
Meaning, it's going to come to pass
if thou wilt not hearken
if you don't listen.
unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his
All
commandments,
his commandment, which is more than 10, that we've been taught is 10, but it's over 600.
and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses,
All these what?
all these curses
All
shall,
these curses. Not a good thing, but a bad thing. You know what?
shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So he said, if y'all don't do what I said, all these curses gonna come upon you and overtake you. And so the curses will be on the Israelites. So if you look around now, like he said, if we obey, we'll be on top. He said, if you disobey, you're gonna be on the bottom. When you look across the whole country at us as a people, it don't look like we on top, dude.
I wouldn't think so.
Look like we at the bottom, don't it?
I would accept that characterization.
It's sad
the
to
vast
say.
majority.
Yeah, the vast majority. But you never rise above the status of your people. Most of our people are at the bottom. So get with Oprah Winfrey at the bottom, Michael Jordan at the bottom, any other.
But remember when I referenced the guy straight out of high school, that represents Michael Jordan, Oprah Winfrey. They are.
The reason I said,
they're not their own people. They don't control anything.
That's why I said they never rise above the status. Me and you don't control nothing.
Well,
and we broke.
Well, what I'm saying is this: there are people with melanin that do have control, but we may not know who they are.
I don't think so.
Okay.
But okay, let me. So.
Grab more food?
Huh?
But yeah, I don't want to take up all your time. What I'm saying is, when you see people in entertainment, sports, none of those people control anything.
I agree.
They're
we
all
know who
okay. But people who do control stuff, you don't necessarily know who they are. Okay. So yeah, you do have people with melanin in the United States and across the world do have power. You don't know who they are. They're not well known. So, but I'll give you this. If you go onto the National Congress website or voyages.com, you can actually track down. They got those diaries of those slave ships when they came and everything. You see how many came over. I think they started back like 15th century. They didn't bring 13 million people.
So
I'm
basically,
saying,
by your logic, a lot of us was already over here. And
not a lot of us. Pretty much all of us, with few exceptions. Okay.
So they was able to come over here with us already over here and conquer us over here.
Exactly. When you say conquer, it's not so much people coming with guns and bayonets and taking over. Conquering takes place over.
I know they use
conquering takes place over time. Okay. So what I'm saying here is that, but to your general question, yes, we were here. Some other people came in foreign land, and now they over a period of time, yeah, they have taken over.
I said the Native Americans were here. I don't know how many so-called African Americans were here. I know this is not their land.
I would just ask you one thing. Go look at Native Americans phenotype. Go look at Mexicans. Go look at Asians, Filipinos, and you can't tell a Filipino from a Mexican. You can't tell, in some cases, you can't tell a Mexican from some Asians. I'm saying is because they are the same, they come from the same people. And what I'm saying, take a look at, say, go Google the people who came over to Bering Strait, what they call people up in, like, Eskimos, so to speak. I don't think it's the proper name.
You got to, you have to go by.
Look at their phenotype.
You can't go by that. You got to go by the curses, which are there for a sign, so you'll know.
Okay, I'm not for the sake of this. I'm saying, if people, you got a brother, sister?
Yeah.
Okay. Probably if your brother walk up, you wouldn't have to say your brother. I say, that's your brother. Okay. Or if your daddy walk up, I say, that's your dad, just by looking at him. Okay. I know y'all are related.
Right.
Just by looking at you. Okay. So I couldn't deny that.
Right.
Okay. I'm saying, if you look at the people they call Native American, Mexicans, Filipino, all Central Americans, not South Americans, but Central Americans,
and all those you call,
all those are Asian. They all came over Bering Strait, Strait. That's where they came from. That's why they're here. They are not indigenous to the land. Now, and again, when I say indigenous, I can't tell you who came here first, how they got here. But I'm saying the people that you call African American, Black, or Hebrew Israelites, the vast majority of them, if anybody's, they were here prior to these.
Bring that up about them coming to a land never before man do it. A land called Austin.
This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 13, verse 40. And it reads, "Those are the 10 tribes which were carried away prisoners out of their own land in the time of Hosea, the king, whom Salmanasseh, the king of Assyria, led away captive, and he carried them over the waters. And so came they into another land. But they took counsel among themselves that they would leave the multitude of the heathen and go forth into a further country where never mankind dwelt, that they might there keep their statutes which they never kept in their own land. And they entered into the Euphrates by the narrow passages of the river. For the Most High then showed signs for them, and held still the flood till they were passed over. For through that country there was a great way to go, namely of a year and a half, and the same region is called Arsaru.
That's what this land was called before they changed the name, called Arsaru. So it took them a year and a half when you were going to the Bering Strait. That's the route they took. Bring it out. Through the Euphrates. And it said it took them a year and a half to get there.
I think that this Bering Strait would come over here. Now, assuming if we had
See what they call it?
what we need is, this is a flat. This is a bowl. This was going back. We had like a dish-shaped map, kind of you see like the UN and stuff like that. You can kind of see how these territories relate to each other. Now, I want to point something else out to you while we're here. You ever heard of the Teutonic shift right here, right? You see this Horn of Africa right here?
Mm-hmm.
And how the East Coast of the United States, you see if you bring them all together, and this Horn right here of South America, you see if you pull them together like a puzzle, they all come together.
Mm-hmm.
See, at one time, this was not an ocean, this was actual river. And so people did travel back and forth. At one time, these two land masses, you can see where they're the same. So, but, I'm thinking about this. So, and again, I don't profess to, I'm not saying I'm
listening.
I do not know what I'm saying is a hard fact. Here's what I do. Here's how I approach stuff.
Then I'm telling you. I'm listening.
Let's say you ask me what I think, not so much what I believe. I say what I think. based upon the information that you've given me,
Mm-hmm.
this makes sense to me. Now, and so I'll form what you call a belief, not having all the facts, but this looks like a reasonable assumption based upon what I think I know. Let's say you bring me some more information that I did not know. That makes me look at what I thought I knew a little bit different. So I'm always open to a better understanding based upon if you give me some more information that would kind of help broaden my perspective. I mean, I saw it this way, but you just shared something with me made me, well, let me look at this a little bit again. So
You ain't never let me get to the curses. What the Most High said He would put on His people.
Let me tell you why. It's not why. Okay. Again, you asked me about belief. Okay. Do I believe? I don't believe anything. What I'm saying, I will accept something as a way of life because that is tradition in which I was raised, and so I'll follow this system. Okay, meaning like if I drive down the street, I'm gonna drive on this side of the road. I could very well drive on the other side of the road, but in the United States, we drive on the right side of the road. So that's why I do it. Because it helps promote order. That's why I go along with it. Okay, it's not so much as God wants to have it. God wants to do it this way. It's just, hey, we all try to do it this way.
Now, God ain't too much worried about no stop. Like.
Well, that's why I was using it as a. Anyhow.
But just like you said, it is a way He is. He wants us to follow these commands.
Yeah. Well, the interpretation of the spirit is love thy neighbor as thyself. Meaning, like, most important. If I never read the Bible in my life, I would know that I could go and kiss this thing because I wouldn't go back to the spirit.
Right.
I would not go take this chip from him because I want nobody to take mine from me.
Right.
So that's
a scripture. That's a do unto others as you have.
But I'm saying that is what they call the law of the members, meaning like it's written in you. It's written in me not to try to take your life. You know, some people do it.
Right.
Because if I took out a gun and shot you,
that ain't in your spirit.
if I did it, it would be something in me like this was. No.
In some more people.
No, So I'm saying, but it's called. That's what they call the law of the members. Meaning, like the law is written. The law of God is written in each one of them.
Written to His people. Everybody ain't got their spirit
Thank
on
you
them.
for taking time. I appreciate y'all.
Check that out, though, man.
Oh yeah, I will.
Let me ask you a question for you, Lee.
Yes, sir.
Y'all went all the way around the world with a lot of different topics.
Yes, sir.
But what we was really trying to get you to understand or to ask you was,
Yes, sir.
how did this stuff happen? Brother read it to you. Do you agree that these things happen to our people?
I think there's sufficient support to say that slavery and Jim Crow took place.
Right.
To the extent.
This Jim Crow, right?
Okay, that's Jim Crow. Look,
Did this happen? So that's a real
That's
picture,
a factual picture right there.
Right.
I mean, now what's going on here?
Did that happen though?
Well, I'm saying that happened, but what's happening? But
you say it happened,
well,
right?
what is it though?
It happened.
No, but what is it?
They're being hung. They're being put to death.
But why is it being put to death?
That's what I'm asking you.
Okay.
Why did these things happen to our people?
What I'm saying here is that here's what I'm at. Now, I probably agree with you how y'all do it.
Shit.
Okay. Is this something that was legal or illegal? That's the question.
That's not my point. My point is, did that happen?
That happened.
Why? Whether it's legal or not legal, why did it happen to our people? You've never seen this happen to them.
Why does a
and
white
we
woman,
never did that to them.
But why does?
So why did that happen?
Well, I mean, you say we never did that to them.
So why did this happen to us? And why do they have museums like this set up all around the world with that devastation and tragedy that happened to us and nobody else?
You saying other people that have not gone through devastation?
That's not what I'm asking.
Okay.
We're not
You
You're
just
not talking
said
about the
you
other
just
people.
said it
You're
never happened
talking
to
about
nobody
our
else.
people. Why did this happen?
But you just said
Why did this happen?
I gotta clarify something. You said it happened to nobody else but us.
Give it a side then.
But did you say that? It did happen to other
Why
people.
did this happen, bro?
It happens to everybody.
Why did this happen?
It happens to everybody.
Why?
I don't know why. That's
This is why we out here.
okay.
Because you ain't gonna see this set up in every city showing this happening to the Chinese man, to the Arab man, to the white man. You gonna see this all around the world,
Yeah.
every country showing it happening to our people. And I'm asking you why this happened.
Why do we permit it? I mean, not whether or not it happened.
It's a-
Why do we permit this to be shown to our children over and over and over again?
You can't
Why
hide
do
the facts.
no?
Don't hide the facts.
Why
If
would
that man did that, why hide
hold
it?
on, why would I come in here and take my little 4-year-old and say, watch your grandfather get his ass kicked by a white man?
Exactly.
Because that's not the situation today.
But the thing
So
would
why
be-
would I put that trauma on my children and grandchildren?
Telling
I'm-
them
my
why
question,
this happened.
no. My question
so
I'm
that
saying
you would
is,
avoid that in the future.
you're not gonna avoid this.
Huh?
That's not how you avoid this.
Huh? So
No.
you don't learn from your history?
No, you're telling when you go teach this stuff in school, when your little son, 5-year-old son, is sitting next to the class, his little white little friend Billy, and they got something on TV showing a white man whipping a black man. What are you doing to the psychosis of your son, and what are you doing to little
Showing him,
Billy?
giving him truth.
No, you letting Billy know.
What he did.
No, you letting Billy know my people kicked his daddy's ass. That's what you're. That's
listen
what
to
you're
this,
letting
brother.
your. That's what you're saying. Okay, let me put it to you like this. I'm gonna put it to you. Okay. Would you want to see? Say you got a friend who's not melanin, white, and they show you some pictures of your friend Billy kicking your granddaddy's ass. Do you want to see that?
No, I don't want to.
Okay,
But I
do
need
you
to.
need? When they see that every day, you want to see pictures of your dad, your granddad, your great granddaddy. Is that helping you out?
Yes.
Bring out this scripture.
No,
right
you know what it's
why?
telling you?
No, it's not.
No,
what
I'm
it's
telling you what it's doing to
telling
you.
me these are
It's
my
letting
enemies.
it's letting you
I
know.
can't forget what they did to my father by ignoring what happened.
Precept.
Bring it up.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 32, verse 7. And it reads, remember the days of old.
That's a commandment spoken by the Lord to do what?
Consider,
No, read it from the
remember,
top again.
remember the
Do
day,
what?
remember,
Do what?
remember,
What?
remember,
Remember. Don't forget. Don't cover it up. Don't hide it. Don't sweep it under the rug. But what?
remember the days of old. Consider the years of many generations.
Consider
Yeah.
many generations.
You keep a
Read.
record.
Ask thy father,
Do what?
ask thy father,
Because of these things that happen to us, our fathers are not even in the household to ask. Read
ask thy father, and he will show thee.
and show me. He
That-
can't show me nothing if he ain't there. If this happened to my father, I want to know who did it and why. But if everybody trying to say, hey, they ain't do that, they ain't like that
No.
more.
I ain't saying it happened.
Read.
I'm saying no.
Thy elders,
Like what?
thy
The
elders,
older people in the society, leaders,
and they will tell thee.
they will what?
And they will tell
They
thee.
will tell you what happened. They're not gonna say, hey man, they ain't like that no more. Hey, you don't tell Billy that. Don't tell Chris that. This is what they used to do. They're not like that anymore. The Lord said, remember this.
Right.
Because it's a reason why it happened.
Are
They
you
didn't just
familiar
wake
with-
up one day and decide to come do this.
Are you
The
familiar?
Lord told them to do that.
Are you familiar with the
Did you
history?
hear that, bro?
I heard you.
The Lord told them to do that.
Are you
And
familiar
why
with
did
the
he do it
history
though?
of Southern Union?
I'm not worrying about that.
No.
I'm talking about our
Do
people.
you understand how
The Lord
northern
sent him,
how
sent
the
them,
Africans went into
our
Spain?
enemies, to do what? To destroy us.
These are not your enemies.
They are our enemies.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
They're
The
not
Lord,
your
read
enemies.
Deuteronomy
I'm
28.
on it. I'm on
Bring
it.
it out.
These are not your enemies.
Read
And the Lord,
the who?
hold on, let me get King James.
Wait a minute.
The Lord sent them.
Listen to what I'm saying. I want
That's
you,
what our people
I want
fail
you,
to realize.
I want you to look at the big picture. What
The
you're
big
looking
picture is we
You're
are
reading
Israelites.
me.
Listen.
Read.
You're
And
reading
the
me.
Lord
Oh.
shall, listen. And this Deuteronomy 28,
Okay.
verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
Slavery. Again,
Okay.
we'll shift.
The
Read.
word Egypt means slave. And the
Ships.
Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
Read.
By the way thereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
Talk about your home, man. Read.
And there ye shall be sold
To who?
unto your enemies.
To who?
Unto your
The
enemies.
same ones that put us on them auction blocks are considered to be our what?
be sold unto your enemy.
Our enemy. That ain't our word. This is the Lord's word saying, I'm going to sell you to your enemy.
For bond men,
For slave men,
and bond women.
slave women, and
And
what?
no man shall buy you.
You
Nobody
are
gonna be able to save us.
referencing a scripture that was commissioned by the same man you said hates you.
Hold on.
That's what
King
we got.
James
Hold
is
on.
the one that's
Let
writing
me
the
show
book
you
that
this.
you're referencing.
Now we want
to.
to flip the Bible and say it's not real. It's
no,
written
no,
by
no,
the same one
but,
that.
no. Listen to what you're saying.
No.
I need you to see the big picture.
I
You're
got the
saying to
big
me
picture.
the same man that is your enemy is the one you're quoting the historical record as to why. I'm saying is
He wrote the book?
I told you that
He wrote it?
Yeah.
He commissioned.
He wrote it.
King James was a white man.
He wrote it.
King James was a white
He
man?
wrote it in the Council of Trent. Constantine he commissioned it.
Come
He
on, brother.
authorized.
All right, so I'm saying the
Now,
same
they
book
give-
that you're referencing.
King James was a black man who authorized the translation of the Bible.
No, the same.
Now, so who it is?
You saying
Who it is?
You saying that he is
Who
King
it is,
James
bro?
is
A black man.
Who it is?
okay.
No, he's
no.
Is
black
this
man.
in the Bible?
We know he's not European.
That's the picture of Michelangelo, whoever. Okay, whatever.
No, but everybody got this image in their mind. If I ask a 2 or 3 year old child
That
what
long
image
time
that
ago.
is,
That's no longer the case today.
if I ask a child what they gonna say that is,
Nope. Most people would. Most black people
if
would
I
say
ask
that.
anybody that walk by and say who is that,
White people
what
might
they gonna
say that, but
What they gonna say?
you're talking to me, right?
What they gonna say?
But you already
I
know.
said they. What they gonna
Okay.
say?
Hear what I'm saying.
What are they gonna say? That's Jesus.
Hear what I'm saying.
But
That
the same
white
people that wrote, that you say wrote the book, they didn't
No.
change the description of Christ in the book. And that is not the description written in the book.
you
The
saying
book that you say is
No,
written
no,
by the
I'm
folks
saying no.
or
if they commissioned it,
commissioned.
if they commissioned it,
Then why would- if they commissioned it-
you're not listening.
I'm not trying to, because you trying to take it somewhere else.
No, I'm not
And
trying
what
to.
actually trying to explain to you.
I'm telling you. I'm
You
asking
challenging?
you. I'm asking you.
What?
You're telling me if somebody else, the same white man that got you in slavery, to keep your mind stable, you saying that he won't put things in and out the Bible that will give it a certain perception.
He trying to tell you that this Bible is not written by white people, and he trying to tell you that King James is not a white man. There's a perception that we have. We know that the Bible was written to the Israelites, by the Israelites, and for the Israelites, which are dark-skinned people.
So who was King James? Who was his father?
I don't know who King James father was.
And how can
He
you
went-
tell
I
whether
know-
he's a white man? He's a white man. What
All
do
you
you
gotta
tell?
do is do the research,
Okay,
bro.
I just asked you, but you just said you didn't know.
I said I didn't know.
Now,
Okay, do
What
you
I'm
know
trying-
who King James' father is?
I got all these different documents.
I'm asking you. You just told me.
But when
King
you tell me,
James
you
is
said
a
you
black
said you
man.
said you white, so tell me who
I'm
the white man
saying,
is.
I'm saying
Who is
to
the
you.
white
No,
man?
again, I told you on the front. This whole thing about white and black, I don't subscribe to that.
Alright.
I said people
You ain't even
try.
talking about that. What I asked you was, why did that happen? And you went around the world.
No, I'm saying to you
And the
is it
point
happened
is-
because it happened throughout humanity.
Why is it happening to us, though?
The question you want to ask yourself on that.
I'm asking you, bro. I'm asking
You want to
King.
answer?
I want to answer.
You
why
want to?
did it
I'll
happen?
give you an answer. The reason why, and that what I'm about to say applies not only you, applies to me. It happened because of us, not because of white.
All right, but why?
The reason why we're in the shape we're in as a people,
Right?
not because of white men, it's because of us. And unless we can take what you call some personal responsibility, meaning like what nation states do we control? What economies do we control? What families?
if
What
we-
even household? Well, my point
So
I'm
if
saying
we
is,
don't own
but-
anything, how can
no,
we be in
no,
control
no,
of
no, no.
anything?
You in a country where you can muster and cultivate your own, at the very least, your own home, your own family, your own children. And most of our households are led by women.
Why is that?
That's
Who put that system in place?
No. If you saying a system,
believe, bro.
No, you won't hear me out.
I've been here. What
You know
you
what
trying
I'm
to
saying?
say
What
is the
I'm
white
saying
man
to
is not
you-
the enemy.
No.
That's all you've been fighting for.
Me and you the enemy.
Why? Because we ain't on
We
the
are
same
each other
page?
enemy. No, I'm not saying we're enemies to one each other. I'm saying we're enemies to ourselves.
To a degree. But we have enemies. The Lord said he would sell us to our enemies. Our enemies would sell us.
I'm saying the
And you
reason
neglecting
why
the fact that
you
that's
asked,
written and it's proven just by where
you
you at
asked
right
the
now.
question why this is happening.
Yeah.
It's because of us.
What do we do then?
It's what we don't do and what we do.
What we supposed to be doing? Tell me that. That's what I'm getting at. That's what we're trying to bring to you.
You want to bring out
Majority
the
of our
curse you
people,
talking about?
Take care
our
of me.
people don't know what
First
we're
of all,
supposed to be doing. You see,
Number one,
our people don't know
number
what
one,
they're supposed to be doing.
take care of our family.
Our people don't even know what family is.
Here's my problem with that statement right there, if I may say. You're saying that because of the system.
No.
So we're like Pavlov dogs. We like certain
said
animals.
our people don't
we
know what
can't
family is.
override our conditioning.
This is
That's
what
you're
we're
saying?
doing right now.
We can't override. No,
This is what we're doing right now.
Tell me,
You have to override it with truth because you've been brought
Right.
up.
So I'm
Majority
saying-
of us been
so
brought up on lies.
I'm saying we don't disagree on that point. Okay. I'm saying, but you asked the question, why is this happening? And it's because of us. Slavery happened because we allowed it.
Slavery happened because we broke the commandments, bro.
Remember,
And the Lord sent them to get us, which in turn destroyed us internally and externally.
I might not
did.
disagree with that right there,
Nah.
but I'm saying is the reason why we went through slavery is because the reason why the situation we're in today is because of stuff that we do that we shouldn't do, and
Exactly.
stuff that we should do, we're
So
not doing.
what is the standard? What are we supposed to be doing? How do we know what's good and what's wrong?
It's within us. We know what's right or wrong.
We do.
We do. I just
So,
said
do you
earlier
eat-
about the law of the members,
Do
right?
you know what we supposed to be eating as a people? Can we eat anything?
No one should be eating anything.
Can we eat anything?
No one should be eating anything.
Should be, but can we?
No one. You can
Can we
ingest
eat-
anything,
can we eat
but
pork?
is it good for the body?
Can we
No.
eat pork? Shrimp,
You
crab,
can
lobster?
eat anything. Is it good for the body?
That's what I'm asking. Can we eat pork? You don't know? Yes?
I know what you're coming from. I know where you're coming
Do
from.
you-
I know what
can
you're
we
saying.
or can we not eat it?
You shouldn't.
Do you eat it?
You shouldn't eat it.
Do you eat it?
No.
Good. Now, do
Not
do our
because of
people know
not
that?
because of religious purpose.
It's not about religion.
No,
The
no.
Bible is not religion.
No, but my point I'm saying now. My point I'm saying is that. And don't get me wrong. I do agree. Our health and what we put in our body has a lot
What
to
I'm
do with how
saying-
we think. But I'm saying that the reason why. But to answer your question, the reason why you see the status of our people, the answer lies within us, rather
Exactly.
than
All right.
from.
So we got
And
the
this
book.
right here is.
If it's written in us, we should know what we can and can't eat. But everybody in our people don't know what we're supposed to be eating. Why is that? Because our fathers are not there to tell us. The elders don't tell us. Therefore, it ain't instilled in our people.
But you know it.
So you can't overcome us dying younger and younger, eating the wrong foods if the people who know ain't saying
But
nothing.
that's a choice to do that, though.
Do you tell your people what to eat?
No, but it's a choice.
Do you tell them what they should and
That's
shouldn't
a
eat?
choice, though.
So you making a choice to say the hell with it.
Exactly.
I don't want you to do
Same,
better. I don't want you to live
same,
longer. I
same.
don't want our people
What
to
I'm
prolong their
saying,
life.
that's
That's
the
what you're
choice.
saying.
But that's a choice.
And that's a choice of death
It is.
for our people. And you
But
are part of
again,
it.
it
And
is
you
a
part
choice.
of the system that is destroying our people.
But it's a choice.
And our people have
We
to
not
change
disagreeing.
by renewing our mindset.
We're not
You
disagreeing.
can't raise up nobody with that mindset by thinking about yourself.
We don't disagree with that. I don't disagree with that statement.
But that's what you're doing by the statements you just made.
How so?
You said, if I know to eat better, I'm not going to tell them what they should be doing to eat better.
I didn't say that at all.
You said that. You said we have a choice.
No. My reference was we choose to do that even though it's not good. That's what I was talking
We don't
about.
know. I never knew we weren't supposed to eat pork. Nobody told me that. I went to church. I went everywhere. I hung around elders, younger, went to school, went to work. Nobody told me what I was supposed to be eating.
But who told you?
The Bible told me.
No, but you.
Then
but
when
you
I
just-
found out
let
that
me
this
ask you a
was in the
question.
truth,
Let
that
me-
this was in the Bible,
let me
then
ask
I
you a
did
question.
research.
Let me ask you a
Then I
question.
found out
No,
this
no.
is why our people dying.
Let me ask you a
All
question.
these different diseases
You won't let me-
that keep
you won't answer my
destroying us
question.
as a people. They keep feeding it to us.
Did you
every
just
time
find
we
that
turn
about
around.
yourself? Somebody pointed it out to you.
We read.
No.
We
When you
read.
first
The
heard
elders
it, somebody
that we
pointed
talking
out
about,
to
they
you.
pointed it.
Okay.
They read it.
Again.
They explained it.
Okay.
They broke it down.
Okay, somebody
give
pointed
us
out to you, then
understanding.
you did your research and you saw it.
Exactly.
That's what.
Because somebody
that's all I'm saying.
cared enough to take time to teach.
But what I'm saying to you is, somebody made a conscious decision to teach
Actually,
you.
it was of the Lord.
I'm saying that somebody pointed out
Proverbs
to you.
20:24.
Did somebody point it out to you?
Through the hands of the Lord. Bring it out.
I'm just saying, an individual made a decision to point it out to you.
20:24.
This is Proverbs chapter 20, verse 24. Man's goings are of the Lord.
Man, what?
Man's goings are of the Lord.
Even you stopping here right now. This is of the Lord. Read.
How can a man then understand his own way?
So how a man gonna then understand his own way? The Lord told us to come out to the highways and byways to do this. We ain't. 10 years ago, I would have never expected myself to be out here doing it. But our people need help, and before coming into this truth, we didn't give a damn about our people. We was all about making a dollar, trying to lay down with that woman, trying to have a good time, trying to dress fly, trying to have a good time.
But you
the
chose
Lord,
to come into this
no,
pathway.
the Lord chose it. All things, read it again.
So you
Proverbs
had
chapter
read
20,
it.
verse 24.
Uh-huh.
And it reads, man's goings are of the Lord.
Man's goings are of
But
the
you
Lord.
saying you don't have a choice in the
How
matter.
can
I
a
have no
man
choice.
then understand his own way?
Then how can a man understand his own way if the Lord is controlling? Read 20.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You saying you
21 and 1.
you didn't make a conscious decision to follow this pathway. It's a
It's
matter of-
already designed. We in this movie that the Lord created. We just playing out our roles.
So
Read it.
what's the point?
Proverbs, the book of Proverbs, chapter 21, verse 1.
Uh-huh.
Are you saying
The
man
king's heart
Wait a minute.
is in the hand of the Lord.
The king's heart is what?
Is in the hand of the Lord.
So
Read.
what? So wait a
As
minute.
the
Wait.
rivers of water.
Wait, if you
he
saying
turneth
that's
Man, he
interpreted,
listen,
no,
bro.
because
Read.
hold
He
on,
turneth
wait a
it
minute. Hold on.
whatsoever he will.
The Lord
no,
gonna
no.
turn us wherever He wants us
What
to
I'm
go.
saying is, if you're saying that this is just a script is already predetermined,
Mhm.
that we have no volition, meaning no free will,
Mhm.
what's the point?
When you look at any movie that you watch on TV, the characters are already picked, correct? The
You're
script is-
referencing
No,
a
I'm
movie to
giving you an
answer a
example.
question.
Yes.
No, that's
Yes.
not
A
appropriate.
movie already has the,
No.
the
That's
characters.
that's
it
somebody
has a script.
Somebody
It
created
has
that.
a scenery. It
Wait a
has a
minute.
plot.
A man-
climax.
a man
it
wrote
has
that.
a protagonist, an antagonist. It has all of these things
A
already
man
scripted.
wrote that movie.
Correct.
A man wrote that movie.
Correct.
That's not an answer.
I'm answering your question
You're avoiding
my way.
the answer.
What I'm saying
avoiding-
is predestination
you
in that
avoid-
movie, just like this movie,
You're
a life
saying
that we
that,
living
man,
right now.
you're saying we
it's
have no
all
free will. So what's the
predestinated.
point?
I just told you.
That's not.
Everything is predestinated.
So what's the point?
Us giving you this word is part of the movie.
But what's the
part
point?
of the script.
So it's already
So that you
whether-
can't say nobody told
whether or
me.
not
So
I'm
that
a-
the next brother or sister can't
Oh,
say
so
I never had an
if I
opportunity to
resist
understand
what
that
you're
truth.
saying, I'm
And
already
it's all written
predetermined
in
to
the
go to
Bible.
hell. So what's the point?
Hell, we already in hell, bro.
But what I'm saying, you said
I never said what you just said.
predestinated to do what?
To get this truth,
Or what? If
Or die.
I reject it,
you already know.
okay, I'm gonna die. So what's the
You
point?
already know.
But what's the point?
I just told you. Everybody got their own role they supposed to play in this movie. Just like the Lord told
So
us,
none of
go
this-
to my people.
All
Read that in
this,
Ezekiel chapter
all
2,
this,
verse
what we
6.
just said, it matters now.
It does matter.
No, it's already been predetermined. But with that being said,
Well,
all
brother.
right, got that,
You
James?
know what I'm saying? I already shook your hand once.
All right, hey brother.
But you got to
Ezekiel
keep these
verse
commandments.
3, verse
Love your
17.
people, not love all people. Love your people. Love your people
I
first
disagree
by
with that.
loving yourself by keeping these commandments.
wouldn't even
You
shake
are
my
an
hand.
Israelite according to the
You my
Bible.
people.
But do not fight for the other nations who will not lift a foot to fight
Brother,
for
you
you.
wouldn't shake my hand.
I already shook your hand. It's on camera.
No, brother, you
Read it.
wouldn't shake
Book
my
of
hand.
Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 17.
Don't fight
Son
for
of
your
man,
enemy, brother.
I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel.
Read.
Therefore hear the word at my mouth
Read.
and give them warning from me.
Give them what?
And give them warning from me.
Give them warning, brother. Read.
When I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die,
When we give you warning
and thou giving him not warning,
and
nor,
give him not warning,
nor
read,
speaketh to warn the wicked from his wicked way,
to turn him from his wicked
to
ways.
save his life,
To what?
to save his
To
life,
save his life.
the same wicked man shall die in his iniquity.
He shall what?
He shall die in his iniquity,
Read.
but his blood will I require at thine hand.
But his blood will he require at our hands if we don't tell you the truth. Read.
Yet if thou warn the wicked,
If we warn you,
and he turn not from his wickedness,
if he refuse to come back to the Lord,
nor from his wicked way,
read,
he shall die in his iniquity.
he shall die in his iniquity,
But thou hast delivered thy soul.
but we have delivered our soul. So we didn't give you that opportunity, brother, to free yourself to come back, and you rejected the Lord. You wanted to fight for your enemies, and the Lord ain't gonna fight for you. So understand that who you are matters. Understand the truth matters. Don't get caught up in what you see on TV or who give you a free meal every now and then. Realize they got you in the situation you in right now.